Hello guys, the Coin here once again with another video or with another live stream, and I really had to come on after I received this notification on my YouTube. So basically what's going on here is that what this video is all about is Italian's top virologist speaks out. So our politicians and media had lied to us, and I want you to pay attention to all this because I've seen I've partially seen the video, but basically it's all come. What she's talking about here is basically what I have been been researching for a while, that this coronavirus is it's a virus, man. It's a virus that is defined by the flu back in the 1980s. There is an encyclopedia talking about it. It was already identified in 1989. So the person that we're talking about here, so we're talking the top Italy's virologist is Professor Maria Rita Gismondo, 66, from Milan. So I just want you to listen to what she's saying, and I'm going to put the I don't know what's it called in English, the subtitles. Yeah, the subtitles. I'm going to put them here because her English is not very perfect. I just hope that the translator from Google does it justice. But just listen to what she's saying. Because she's talking about a lot of stuff here. All right, just listen to this.
Here is Professor Maria Rita Gismondo from Milan. She's one of the main virologists of Italy, and she came into the German Parliament to be part of this. Thank you very much.
It's my mouth.
Professor Gismondo saw horrible images from Italy in India. What was the situation in March?
Oh, it's confusion. With so many data and so false data, because every day government and the Ministry of Health publish the number of positive and died patients, but we are not sure that these data are controlled. The main confusion was about the people died for COVID or with COVID. And only at the end of this period, the Ministry of the Health clarified the situation, and only 10 or a little bit more of patients died only with COVID, for COVID, and other patients died infected with COVID, but with very severe other pathologies. Then I think we can define the COVID an opportunistic infection, not the primary infection.
All the world saw these horrible images from Bergamo with the trucks transporting coffins, it was said to us.
Yeah.
What was the true story about it? Were dead people inside of the trucks or not?
I can't say anything because I was at my lab and I saw the pictures in TV. My opinion is that it should be a no right choice to project this image, because created the psychological negative impact on the people. The people had panic and confusion. I think that the TV, the government must to be quiet and to give to the people the security of the good health for them, and to be quiet, to have a measure for them.
WHO changed the definition of pandemic in 2009. Why, and was it justified?
I don't know the justification about this changement because before this data, the definition of pandemia was according the lethality of the infection. But after 2009, the definition was according the number of countries involved. Then you can understand that there are very different definition and permit all the countries to declare the emergency with so few cases in the countries. In Italy, we had emergency state with only 4 patients with COVID. I think should be too much.
Okay. What was new for me today was that you said there was a sample of rivers from November 2019 in Milan, and you found, or people found,
Our lab, yes.
Your lab did.
Yes.
Could you provide some details about this mission, please?
Yes, we retested the samples from the river and we find the new coronavirus. It means that the coronavirus arrived in Italy not on January or February, but the last year, probably in the middle of the last year.
And how come that the water was saved in November?
No, the water was safe because we analyzed also the final river, the final part of river, and we find not viable viruses, coronavirus, but not viable viruses. Then it means that it's safety to use this water, but demonstrate the presence of the virus in Italy before the January or February.
But the sample was taken in November.
Yeah.
And why? Nobody knew.
No, it's the routinary.
It's always done.
Yes, always. Yes, we every month we test the water, the wastewater, the water of the river, just to control the pollution and the environment. Then, and the special agency control this water and have the storage of these samples. And during in the future we can analyze again this water in case we need, as in during COVID.
Many people from Italy wrote me that hospitals were closed in many small towns and the big ones were empty in April and afterwards. So that really contradicts with the media narrative. Could you tell us what really happened?
I don't know the real situation. I can speak about our hospital. No, our hospital is a big hospital. It was a Luigi Sacco hospital and a Bene Fratelli Sacco group hospital. Until April, we had the full beds in intensive care, but now are absolutely empty. Yeah.
You were the first one to use the test. Which kind of test was it? Was it the one of Professor Drosten here from Berlin?
Yes, both we use Berlin test and Hong Kong test are real-time PCR. We test both to have the confirmation of the result.
Are those tests reliable?
Sorry?
Are they reliable? Can we trust those tests?
Oh, is a PCR. It means that it's not 100% of perfection, but I think 10% of the result should be false result. But this is for all the tests by using PCR.
Does it protect us when we are wearing face masks?
During my job, yes, but not when I'm in the family or at the restaurant. But we had different measure and different suggestion for the use of the mask, because when at the beginning in January, February, the Ministry of the Health said don't use mask only for people who work at the hospital or only for patients, for people sick, not for healthy people. Now it's changed. The Ministry of the Health obliged all the people to use the mask, also on the road, everywhere.
But does it help to reduce the numbers or not?
But probably yes, but I think it was not necessary because the masks are also dangerous for the earth because you breathe the microbes, you have the no good area for your lungs.
Okay, but that would mean that the numbers of sick people could increase.
How we can demonstrate that? I don't know, because there are no studies demonstrating this phenomenon or in contrary the phenomenon.
Thank you very much. Just finally, you were criticized for statements on social media. Why? What did happen? And how do the people interact with scientific and critical views?
Yes, some scientific association criticized my statement on my personal Facebook post because on February, when we had in Italy just 4 patients, I invite the people don't have a panic, to be quiet, and I declared that the infection was a little bit worse than influenza, but no the Spanish flu or such. And I received many critics by the people, from other virologists, and still now we receive some email very strong about this my post on the Facebook. It means that the people prefer to have a panic. I don't know.
And you never changed your mind until now, did you?
No, because I think it should. Also, other virologists in the same time declared that the COVID at the beginning was a little bit worse than influenza. We have to look and analyze the numbers because now I don't change my idea. I think that it was a serious infections, but we have to look in a correct way the numbers and the lethality, because the lethality is very low and mortality is very low.
Did the government ever pressure you? The
No.
Italian government?
No, the government didn't invite me to take part of the technical table, and nobody from government meet me to discuss about that. I'm available and I continue my job.
That's very interesting, yes. But did they try to force you to not talk critical anymore in public?
Yes, I received an indirect invitation to stop my declaration, and media stopped to invite me because after March nobody from media, television, so invited me to take part to the transmission. Only the aliened virologist.
Right, and there was Professor Bassetti from Genova who said like you.
Ihr sollt auch aufpassen, weil das ist wie ein Krieg. Und das ist wirklich, man muss immer so sagen, muss man einfach vernünftig werden. In Italien, keiner ist gestorben von Coronavirus. Keiner ist in Italien von Coronavirus. Das ist so eine schlechte Grippe nur, aber das ist so ein Influenza.
But then he changed his mind, right? Somehow in television. So
I know very well. Bassetti is a friend of mine, but he is more diplomatic than me, and a little bit and slowly he changed the position, and it was more accepted in the new position he had.
but he changed his position in talking, not his scientific idea of the events. Right?
I think so. Probably it changed because Oh, I don't know, because he's more political and more diplomatic than me.
Okay, but can we trust the numbers from the Italian government, and can we trust those media images from the hospitals in Bergamo where we saw the people dying on the corridors?
I don't have an idea. I don't have an idea. I know that the choice of the government, Italian or the government worldwide, prefer to push in panic.
Without scientific justification.
Yeah.
Okay, Professor Gismondo, thank you very much to be here and have a
Thank
good
you.
flight back to
It was a
Milano.
very, very nice experience. Thank you.
Okay, guys, here we have it. This is a top virologist from Italy talking about the numbers, you know, and yeah, this has been all along to my, you know, to my speech about this coronavirus, because this coronavirus doesn't exist. Not that this coronavirus doesn't exist, the pandemic doesn't exist, because it's all about the string of the of the coronavirus, and coronavirus is considered a flu since or way before 1989, because once again, it has been in the health encyclopedia since 1989. And yeah, basically she's confirming all the things that I have been talking about, because I knew about them forehand. Why? Because I listen to investigation, I take a look at data. What I don't agree with is the test that she was talking about. She's using two tests, or they are using two tests in Italy. And they say that only 10% are false positive. But once again, this can't be true. And even according to what she's saying, because if she's saying that the data is saying that the mortality rate is at pair with the influenza, you know, with the flu, then these numbers can't be right. And once again, the mortality rate are around 0.1%. She didn't talk about the numbers, but Professor Fauci talked about these numbers, and many other more talked about these numbers as well. So we have around 1% mortality rate, right? Like she was talking about. This is an infection. How the virus actually came about into spreading into the river, I have no idea. But the thing is, we're still talking about the coronavirus, and coronaviruses are just the flu. It looked like it is not a mild case of flu, this so-called COVID-19. It might be even worse. It might be even a little bit worse. But just like the professor was saying, you know, the mortality rate or the fatality rate, I guess she was talking about the same thing. The mortality rate is exactly the same with the flu. So once again, if the numbers are saying that the mortality rate comes about with the flu, these tests can't be only 10% accurate, you know. Because you know, there's where the discrepancy is. I believe that the numbers, and once again, I read this a long time ago, about 2 or 3 months ago. There was a report coming out that the mortality rate, or the so-called mortality rate, was 80 to 89% false positives, and that is what's going on, people. She's only saying that the accuracy of these tests are 10%, but they're worse. Once again, according to data that I have seen in the past, the false positives are between 80 and 89%. Right? So and she's confirming all this. She's confirming that you know, it looks like in the beginning there were a lot of people that were getting ill. But the bottom line is, she was talking about the coronavirus, and coronaviruses are still called mild flus. Maybe this string was a little bit worse, you know, But once again, what she's basically saying is that the mortality rate is not even close to what they have been reporting, because once again, the first reporting that came on the news was that the people that died, and she also talked about it. She said that nobody died because of the coronaviruses, but from underlying illnesses. Look, I haven't been making this stuff up since I've started to talk about it, because once again, guys, I listen to doctors that tell the truth. She was pressured to be silent like many others, but once again, and even the masks. She said that she didn't know that that masks are harmful for our health. But the bottom line is, she was already saying that wearing these masks, they create bacteria, or what was she talking about, and that is already bad to your health. Besides of people not intaking the oxygen that they should, I guess she didn't want it to go to that theme, because they actually asked her if about the coffins, but off camera, at least according to Billy Six here, off cameras, she said that these coffins were empty, right? So once again, guys, this is all about the politicians and the media. They have been lying to us, and once again, another top virologist is talking about it. It looks like she was talking about another guy another specialist that talked about it as well, but then he had to change his discourse a little bit, because I guess he was too extremist and stuff like that. But this is the truth, guys. All you have to do is to look for credible sources. I knew this information for a while ago, because like I said, I've been researching all this stuff. The numbers, like Fauci and many others came to the conclusion. The mortality rate is about 0.1%. Like the influenza virus. The influenza virus kills around, the mortality rate is about 0.1%. Like Fauci was actually talking about in the document that he wrote. I showed this before as well. So people have to start to wake up. This is bullshit, man. There is no pandemic like she's coming about now. And I guess she was testifying in Germany, because there was a report built up by top scientists, independent scientists, and independent healthcare providers. They came together to make a study, and they all came to the same conclusion, right? Although nobody knows about this, because this was all shut down, and I even reported about all this. So once again, people, this pandemic is a hoax. The coronavirus is real, because the coronaviruses have been around for a while. But coronaviruses are nothing but a mild flu, once again. And this this virologist is talking about it. I have been talking about this since day one, people. Not because I'm a smartass or whatever, because I have been taking a look at the data, and I have been listening and reading to what people have been writing about the statistics about all this. And once again, she avoided to respond about if the masks are a solution, but in her own words, she was talking about microbes. She was talking about microbes. So basically, what she's saying is that healthy people are going to get ill by using it. These masks are only for use in hospitals. It's about to protect healthy people. So if we are pretending now that we are all sick, and this is really harmful for your health, in regards of the oxygen that you're not taking, and the microbes, and in the heat, and I talked about this before as well. the heat and the moisture that is created between your mouth and the mask, it's going to make you ill. And people have already been talking about that that it creates headaches for people that have to wear these masks for extended periods of time. Once again, people, you need to start to wake the fuck up, man. This is bullshit. This pandemic is bullshit, guys. And once again, we have another evidence, another person, another top virologist from Italy talking about this, that it was just all about panic. None of the numbers that, according to her, that she has been studying are saying anything about this. But people still want to put their hands on the sand, man. We have to realize and to understand that the perpetrators, the people that shut the economies down, the people that put us all into lockdown, they are criminals, because they started to make assumptions because before real data came about. And these people need to be responsible for the shit. The World Health Organization, the guy that is in front of it, Bill Gates, with his big proposal of vaccination, the Rockefeller Foundation, which have been talking about this shit for ages, the Rockefeller have been talking about this stuff, about lockdowns and stuff like that for ages. And once again, we have another specialist, another top doctor saying that this is all bullshit. Start reading between the lines, people. It's all a bunch of crap. There is no pandemic. The data that she compared once again was about like the influenza. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, guys. So all this bullshit, all this panic, all this crap that the governments all around the world are propagating is bullshit, people. And it's time for you to listen and to realize what the reality of this stuff is. I'm going to put this YouTube video link on my description here, because it is important, because people have to start to spread this. They have to start to spread this information, because once again, man, these people are liars. And if we don't call them out on their lies, all they're going to do is everything worse, because they already shut down the economies, right? They already shut down the economies, and now they're getting prepared for the big reset, because the world economy is done. Our economies are done, guys. That's what people have to understand. And these people need to be identified and be brought to justice by doing this, because once again they decided to take measures, without any scientific evidence whatsoever. And they shut everything down based on bullshit. Once again, man, look, like I said, this is starting to piss me the fuck off. And people have to start to smell the music, man. So I'm going to. People only need to Google COVID is asymptomatic, and if COVID is real and you have it, you cannot spread it. Yes, no, COVID, it's not COVID, man. It's the coronavirus. Coronaviruses have been around for years, man. No, but like I said, this is a top virologist videos. If people don't want to take this as the truth, and she was actually going to testify on Germany, right? Because they made a study, and she was there because she was going to testify. If nobody wants to take her word for it, then, well, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? But this is the reality. This is the reality. We have been lied to. These people shut down the economy, the governments, and these motherfuckers from WHO, and the Gates Foundation, and the World Economic Forum, and the John Hopkins, man. These are all fucking criminals, man. And these people should be prosecuted and should be arrested for what they did to the world economy. People have to start to wake the fuck up and identify these people, because if we don't do it, man, we're done, man. We're done, because they have been planning this shit for a while now, and they want us they want us contained. They don't want us to think for ourselves anymore. If they get away with this time, you know, we had 9/11, we have the world wars, we have all the bullshit that has happened throughout history. If we don't do anything about this time, we're done. This is it, guys. They're preparing. They already crashed the economy. They're going to crash the markets. They're going to crash the rest of the companies. They're going to crash everything, and then they will come up with a solution of the Great Reset in 2021. If this all unfolds, man, we're fucking done, man. We're fucking done. People need to spread this and start to think, man. Not to believe the bullshit that the mainstream media is talking about, man, because it's all fucking bullshit. And I really hope that people start to wake the fuck up, because once again, if we don't wake the fuck up, we're done. Because, you know, lockdowns are happening again all over the world, slowly, very slowly. They were talking about the second wave. They're going to lock down the countries again. The stock market is going to crash and make things a lot worse. Because if our infrastructure breaks down, then we're done. The transportation and shit like that. We're done, man. People have to wake the fuck up and need to share this information, you know. Because we're not conspiracy theories. This was a conspiracy that was made against the people. That is the truth. Because every country colluded to it. Every country in the world or almost every country in the world colluded to pass these lockdowns without any scientific evidence whatsoever. Man, well, at least in Germany they already have their eyes open, because once again she's going to testify about it, her expertise, right? Where is that happening anywhere else? I don't hear anything here in Portugal. Everybody here in Portugal is still buying the same bullshit here. In the United States, there are a couple of people that are awake, but still. Look, at least Germany. I think they're going to open their eyes, because I believe that and many of the public in Germany, they know about this. They know about this already, because people in there have smartened up about this for about 2 or 3 months ago. And the bottom line is they will be on the forefront if they will do anything about it. That is the great question. I don't believe that they will do anything about it, but at least the public will know what the mainstream media all around the world, and especially in Germany, which is in case here, you know. So the German population, the German public, they will know about all this, because many people, like I said, they are awake. Because since the cops about some month ago started to hit people when they were out in the public doing their all normal lives and protesting, you know, the cops were heavy behind them and hitting them with the bastonets and whatever, man. So they know, they have been smelling the coffee for a long time when this lockdown happened over there. And once again, if you are relying that mainstream media is going to publish anything about this in Germany, I didn't heard about it. If I haven't got to this information, I can't even remember anymore how I got it, you know. If I didn't got to this information, man, I wouldn't know about this, right? The mainstream media is not going to talk about this shit because it's against their agenda. All they want to do is to spread fear. And once again, one more evidence that it is all bullshit. But people still don't get this. Still people don't want to understand this shit, man. People need to start to open their eyes, because once again, if people are not going to do it, if we don't open our eyes, they're going to execute your agenda, and their agenda is not good for us. Nothing at all, man. All they want is to contact trace us. Now they want to trace us everywhere we go. They already have patented a technology in the Ethereum network. Microsoft, right? Bill Gates is working on it. They want to trace everything. There is a patent that they want to trace everything that is happening in our bodies. That's what they're doing, right? Besides of the other apps for contact tracing and stuff like that. That's why they're using social distancing, because they don't want people mingling and talking among each other about what's going on, because that doesn't help them. That doesn't help their agenda. You know. And people, like I said, man, people still are asleep, man. They don't want to see the reality, man. But look, here is once again top virologist from Italy. You know, she was testifying already, or did already testified in the Bundestag about the study that top scientists and top healthcare providers did in Germany about this study, and they were talking about it for a long time, and even they came to the conclusion that it was all fear propaganda, nothing else. There are wars we are not aware of. Of course, there are always wars. You know, there are always these agendas that I'm talking about, man. There's always wars in the background. And the bottom line is, you know who the wars are against? It's against us. It's not the war on terrorism. It's not the war against drugs, like they keep propagating in the United States news. They are at war against us. That's why they don't want us united. That's why they don't want us to know the truth about what is actually going on. But once again, if we don't wake the fuck up, and if we don't call them out on their bullshit this time, it's not going to end well, because they already crashed the economy, right? They crashed the economy. They're going to crash the stock market, the stock market worldwide, you know, and everything will get a lot worse for everyone else, right? This is part of the agenda. This is part of the 2021 agenda, or the 21 agenda, and the 2021 agenda and 2030. Because they are preparing, you know, when this is all said and done, when the economy is completely done, when we are on the brinks of poverty, because everything is basically done here, they're going to call for the global reset. And the global reset is all about, you know, vaccinations, contact tracing. They want to surveil all the time. And then they're going to repopulate us. They're going to bring us to all major cities, to metropolis, and they will take care and will own all the land that is in this earth. They will take care of the resources, water, oil, and whatever, and we will be the slaves. We have to do what they say, right? They will implement some kind of a system that they're already using in China, where we have to use an app, you know, to be a good citizen or whatever, you know. Because if we're not good citizens, they will take our rights of buying and selling and other basic stuff. That is the plan, man. That is part of the plan, and that's what the Great Reset is all about. They will take everything from us. They will take all the major land, all the resources, water, oil, whatever, man. They're going to take it all, and they're going to repopulate us to the big metropolitan areas. You know, take a look at the empty cities in China. Right? There are still empty brand new cities in China, and they have been doing this for years, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to repopulate people into these cities in China and all over the world. They're going to repopulate the people over there, so they can take care of the rest, so they can loot everything else. You know, our money, forget our money. After the global reset, they will come with a new currency, you know. They will come about with the Fed coin, or the world coin, or whatever they want to call it. One world government, one world religion, one world currency, one world court. That's what you know. It's about the new world order. It's all about the same thing. And this time, this is the end plan, guys. They have been planning this for years. And this time, if they succeed and we fall in line to what they're telling us, we're done. We have about 1 year or less than a year. I don't know when they want to do it, but they're talking about the Great Reset in 2021. So in the meanwhile, they're going to crash everything. So the economy is already done, right? So they're going to crash everything else. And then they want us to beg. No, if they can control the media, of course they can control the media. They have been controlling the media since forever, man. That is the problem here. The thing is that we have the magic internet. There is a lot of censorship going on, especially on YouTube, Twitter, and whatever, man. But there's still information that gets out, and people have to start to realize and understand that things are bad. This is fucked up. This is not how it used to work, man. We used to do our lives back late last year. Our lives are like that are gone. They taken our rights. Well, not rights. This is privileges, right? Because we believe we have rights, but we never had rights, and this is the proof of it. We had temporary privileges, and they taken that away from us, right? And they're going to take everything from us, everything, into false pretext, and they're going to kill millions of people in this process as well, of poverty and whatever that is already starting to happen all over the place. The same countries are still with the same problems, like in Africa. But these problems are spreading among other countries. Man, I really hope the people wake the fuck up, because, yeah, man, this is the last stand. If we don't wake up, and if we let them do their stuff like they're doing right now, man, next year, man, we're done. We're done, man. We're done. Yeah, I guess I'm going to kill the stream now. It's been already the second video that I'm talking about, and that I'm starting to rant, because once again I'm starting to see all this unfold right in front of our eyes, and people are still fucking asleep. They still think that everything is all right, man. The economic numbers are the worst since are the worst and worst since the Great Depression, and people still believe that everything is normal, that everything is going to recover, that the economy is going to rebound and stuff like that. It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit, man. Because the money is running out. The money is running out that they're providing to everybody. And when the money runs out, then there is no welfare for nobody. Of course, they want to do that after the global reset. But the system is already broken, and they can only do so much, because that's how they meant it to be, right? And it's going to break, man. Like I'm saying, they're going to crash the economy. I believe it still this month, and I still believe that this is already starting. They're crushing that. Everybody that believes that cryptocurrency is going to be their safe haven is deluded as well, because if they talk, if they're talking about a one world currency, do you really believe that they will let cryptocurrency, thrive? Of course not. They can't. They can't allow for a bunch of people, to be invested in cryptocurrency, and to gain. They're going to crash the cryptocurrency market as well, because it's the same people playing in the stock markets as well. It's the same people. It's the same whales. That buy and sell, that dump on the people, and this is going to happen the same way, man. Because if people believe that cryptocurrency is a safe haven, man, once again, man, this is all about the agenda. They know about this stuff. Why the hell do you think that Bill Gates and Microsoft is working on a contact trace, application on the Ethereum network? An application, that scans, that knows what's happening inside your body. They know about cryptocurrency, and they will not let us thrive. Maybe Ethereum will have a chance, because they're working on it. But on the long term, they're going for a one world currency, man. And it's not going to be a Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that is out there. That's why they're going to crash it as well. Not all secret societies are bad. Look, secret societies are the definition of bad, because if the societies are sold into secrecy, it means that they want to conspire against everyone else. So in the core, all secret societies are bad because they conspire against certain people or certain groups. That's why they're all bad. Because the only way that we are going to thrive, people, I mean humanity, is going to thrive is if there is honesty. Because if there is honesty everywhere else, we can find the perpetrators, and the perpetrators, they can be dealt with very quickly, right? Secret societies are bad because of the term secret. Because if they're sworn into secrecy, they're perpetrating against someone else, some group, some institution, or whatever. Secret societies are evil because they're conspiring against some entity, some institution, whatever, man. Yeah, man. But once again, people have to look, guys. Spread this information around. This is one more. So we have a top Italian virologist, speaking about this pandemic and speaking about the coronavirus, and it's just a bad flu. Once again, the numbers are cooked. She was talking about that there are 2 tests, and that their accuracy is about 90%, but these numbers are bullshit as well. I guess she didn't want to talk about it on camera, but once again, if the mortality rate is about 0.1%, because every study is pointing to that, and a lot of people, like she's saying in the interview itself, that a lot of people that supposedly died from COVID-19 didn't die from the coronavirus, then these numbers can't be taken serious as well. That's why I don't agree with her saying that the tests are 10% accurate. It's bullshit. It's between 80 to 89%. That's why they're saying that asymptomatic people, asymptomatic people, have the coronavirus. Why? Because they're false positives. 80 to 89% of these tests are false positives. And once again, why are the numbers of infections going up? Because more testing is being done. So if more testing are being done, and these tests are not accurate at all, then you can only imagine what is going to ramp up. The numbers are continuing to ramp up. Yeah. I guess I talked enough about this. But once again, man, I'm going to leave the link of this video in my YouTube. I believe they're going to take it away. Fortunately, it's in German. It's in German, but I don't believe that this video is going to last on YouTube, because they're going to remove it. So I invite you to download this video, to spread it on all social media, and to talk about it. I would like to talk about it on Twitter, but unfortunately I'm banned. I'm banned because I believe that the last time they banned me was because I was against vaccinations or whatever. That's what a guy actually labeled me, and my account was gone about a day later after that. So I can't even post on Twitter because I'm banned. So once again, people, share this, man. Share this with everybody, and start with your families, because I believe that, like mine, they're still buying into all the bullshit that is actually going on. But yeah, people, we need to spread this information. We have to start our awareness campaign, because if we're not, we're done, guys. That's the standstill, man. This time, if we don't do anything, if we don't rise up, and if we don't challenge the powers that be, man, they're going to fuck everything up, and then we're going to beg them for a solution that they created, for a problem that they created. There in Peru, they do the same. A lot of people who didn't die of COVID, but the death certificates say that. Yeah, that's basically what they have been doing in the United States. I believe that they did the same thing in Italy, because, like I said, I have been taking a look at some at information that have been coming out through the month, and basically all points to the same thing, you know, because they were all saying that even in the report when they were saying that 89% of these tests, or 89% of the people that died, you know, didn't die because of the coronavirus. They did die with the coronavirus, but not because of the coronavirus. And yesterday I actually tried to put up try to find the article, and I can't find it anymore. It's not even available anymore, right? So once again, man, share this video with everybody you know. Download the video and put it on other social media streams, because you know, we need this information out there. We need to wake the people up, because if we don't do it, then, like I said, guys, we're done, man. They destroyed the economy, and if we let them continue, they're going to destroy everything else. Quite a few doctors have said on camera, and nobody talks about it. No, of course not. You know, they're not going to do it on mainstream media, because they're all they're all bought and paid for, right, by the powers that be. They will be the last ones. They would be the last ones that would talk about stuff like this. You know, nobody talks about this stuff. Nobody. And yeah, man, I hope that people, you know, share this. I know that my my channel is very small. I have about 2 or 3 people watching my stuff, you know, but, well, we have to start from somewhere, right? So you know, my channel is not welcomed, because I talk about a lot of stuff. I talk about stuff that the powers that be once again, they don't want us to be talking about. But I don't give a damn, because even if it is 2 or 3 people, if one of these people, you know, if they share the information, you know, share the information, share the videos, and share the people that are involved, you know, of course we are in the twilight zone. Yeah, look, I have been saying this for some month. Everybody's, look, it's all nuts. Everything is insane, man. This world is insane. Now we have censorship in social media with the cancel culture or whatever, you know. The Marxists, you know, the communists, they're taking over, man. And then they want to shame us, and they want us to be ashamed of us. They want us to be ashamed of being white people. They want us to be ashamed of stupid shit that we did in the past when we were younger. They want us to apologize and to shut our fucking mouth. That's what they want to do. That's what's going on in social media right now, on YouTube, on Twitter, you know, and whatever. The cancel culture. Everybody needs to apologize for stuff, man, for stuff that they did without hurting anybody, you know. That is the most incredible thing. They're taking over, man. They're taking over, and they're destroying our culture. They're all going for our history next. Look at what is happening in the United States. They're starting to take down. They're starting to take down monuments in some states. You know, why the fuck are they doing that shit, man? Why the fuck are they doing that shit? And if it starts in the United States, it's going to spread all over the world. They're starting to destroy our history, man. They want us to be ashamed of our history. They don't even don't want us to know about history anymore. Yeah, man. Kanye West? Oh, right. Kanye West is your savior, man? He's from Hollywood, man. He's just another cultist guy, man. He's part of the Illuminati guy. Do you really believe that he would have any kind of success in Hollywood, in the music that he has been making, if he wasn't a chosen one? Come on, man. If people say that Donald Trump is bad, imagine a guy like Kanye West, you know, a guy that, you know, you can't trust these people. You can't even trust Donald Trump, and much less you can't even trust Biden. You know, Biden is a fucking child abuser, man. People have to start to realize that these motherfuckers are not going to do anything for them, like they didn't do in the past. No politician in any country did anything for us. All they do is promise and kiss babies and shake hands. And after that, it's all said and done. Business as usual, guys. But people are still asleep and don't want to realize this. But yeah, where you live when you were a child. What happened when you were a child? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, guys. Bitcoin is dumping. Let me go back here and put it back. Bitcoin is dumping, guys. What are the coincidences? Cryptocurrency market is finally dumping. And guess what's dumping too? Take a look, guys. Bitcoin dumping here. Let's take a look at the stock market. Let's take a look at the stock market here. Look, the stock market is dumping too, right? Yay, the stock market is dumping. Let me take a look. This is the futures. Let me take a look at the Dow Jones. The stock market is dumping, man. They started to dump. Let me take a look at silver, right? I believe that everything is starting to fall, right? Let me take a look at what silver is doing. Look, silver is dumping too. What a coincidence, right? Let me take a look at silver. That's why I'm saying, guys, everything is going to dump. They're going to crush everything. Look at gold. Gold is dumping too. Let's take a look at what the oil is doing here, right? Let's take a look at oil. Oh, what a surprise. Oil is dumping too, right? So let's take a look at the euro. Euro USD. I believe that the euro is starting to fall as well. Let's see. Yay! The euro is dumping too. Look, guys. Don't you see what is happening right now? When the stock market dumps, and it's, I believe we're already in that phase, when the stock market dumps, everything dumps. For the precious metal, guys, well, if you're holding paper, man, then you're done. If you have the physical precious metals, you will do well in the long term, because they're going to crash it too. They're going to crash the paper market. But if you own gold and silver, man, you will be better off. Because even if you try to buy gold or silver anywhere right now, you have to wait, and probably you won't even get it. Right? So this is what's going on, guys. This is part of the agenda. They're going to crash everything. They crashed the economy. Now they're going to crash the rest. Right? That's what people have to start to understand what is going on. Because look, I just showed you, man. This is no coincidence. That is the real deal. That's what they're doing. They're going to shut down everything. They're going to shut everything down, man. Everything is going to dump. Everything is going to dump. You know. By the end of the year, mark my words. By the end of the year, man, you know, the stock market and crypto and everything like that, you know, and the rest will already have fallen, man. We don't even imagine, because once again, I have been talking about the a chart here for a while now, which is the Great Depression chart here. The Great Depression chart, guys. That's what I've been talking about for a while. This is the chart here. This is from 1929 to 1932, right? This is what happened between 1929 and 1932. Right now, we are about here. We are here, right? Look how much we still have to dump. Look at this. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I've been warning about it. And finally, I saw something using this data as well, because the guy on YouTube that I have been on Twitter that I have been following, he has posted this chart as well, and this is what is going to happen. So after this is said and done, when this year is over, we might be here or even here. It depends on how quick they will going to dump it, you know. But If we are here right now, we are here, right? We are here. So it's going to be a way long down, and we will continue to dump and have small bounces and dump and bounces and dump. So this is going to happen all over the stock market. It's going to happen in the stock market, in the cryptocurrencies market. It's going to happen in the commodities market. It's going to happen to stocks. It's going to happen to, well, the US dollar will be the winner after it's all said and done. That is the outcome of all this shit, man. That is the outcome from all this shit, man. So yeah, guys, this is not looking good. BTC was supposed to save everyone. Well, that's what they believed, They believed that Bitcoin, that Bitcoin came about because of the 2008 crisis. 2008 crisis, Yeah, I agree with you, Max. I only invest in Bitcoin SV. If not, I don't care. Look, I'm a Bitcoin SV advocate as well, but I don't own any. Why? Because of all this shit. Bitcoin SV is going to suffer like the rest of the cryptocurrency, man. Because after it's all said and done, because I believe when this is all done, about 99% of the cryptocurrencies, they will go away, all of them. I still believe that Bitcoin SV, maybe Ethereum, maybe XRP. I don't even believe that BTC will be around. If you want to buy then, when the prices are much lower, great. But although I'm an advocate of Bitcoin SV, I'm not touching it. I'm not going to touch any cryptocurrency because of all that. Yeah, man, but it's not just about me. I don't want myself to be aware. I want that everybody is starting to put the picture together here as well, because that information doesn't help me. Although I know what's going on, it doesn't help me. It doesn't help me because I'm the only one, or one of the few people that know what's going on. We have to start to understand what the big picture in this bullshit that we're living is about, guys. And we have to all come to the same conclusion. I don't want you to agree with me. It's not about that. But at least do your research and make up your mind of what's going on. Because I will never be able to convince anybody. That's what I'm talking about here. Let me ask you, Daniel Hall. Let me ask your opinion, taking into consideration what is happening now. What is more stable for the time being, British pounds or Bitcoin? Look, I already said before, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, is going down with the stock market. So having pounds or dollars, because in the end the dollar is going to be the king of fiat, because it's still the world reserves currency. If you have dollars, it will be the best thing, because everybody will have cash, right? These people in the stock market, and many people already are into cash. They're into US dollars. They are into hard assets, right? That's what people have to understand. The US dollar is going to crash as well, but it's going to be the last one, right? So as long as everything around is crashing, and all the currencies and all the fiat currencies are going to drop, the dollar is still going to be strong. Right? The dollar is going to be the last one to go. So if you want to hold something, don't hold cryptocurrency, don't hold assets, don't hold stocks, unless you're shorting, right? You want to be in dollars. That's where you want to be. Bitcoin, like I said, guys, cryptocurrency is down with the rest of the market, man. Cryptocurrency is going down with the rest of the market, man. People can see, but they are weak. Yeah, some refuse to see how bad things actually are around the world. But that will not change just because people doesn't want to see it. But that's whatever, man. Yeah, man. I've been here for 1 hour. I guess I'm going to kill the stream now. If you don't have any questions or something that I can some information that I can provide you or whatever. But yeah, guys, this is it, guys. This is the real deal. This is what is going to happen for a long time. Like I said, this is the end game. Because after this is all said and done, after the economy, well, the economy is already done, right? So after the stock market is done, they will be coming with another solution. They're going to talk about the Great Reset. They're going to push it next year, big time. That's what is going to happen. But yeah, I guess we only have one person on watching this, so I guess I scared the other guy off. I don't know who's still watching, but yeah, man, I know that this is not my live stream. I know that my live stream isn't popular, but guys, I don't care about popularity. I care about spreading some truth and spreading my beliefs, although they may be wrong. I may be completely wrong about everything that I'm talking about, not about the coronavirus, because we have some virologists here and some other doctors corroborating what I've been talking about for a while. I might be wrong about the stock market. I might be wrong about Bitcoin. I might be wrong. I'm not saying that things still can't be turned around, but take a look at everything that has been happening all around us. This is the end game, guys. This is the true end game. They are preying on the weak. No, they are preying on obediency, because that's what they want. They want us to be obedient. Yeah, they want to rule over us. They want us to beg to save them. That's what they have been done throughout history. That's why they have been crashing the economies since forever. They have been creating the wars, and they have been providing the solutions to the wars. So this is their program. That's what they have been doing throughout the years. Our rulers, because we have rulers, because we are slaves. But this time, if the slaves don't revolt against what is happening right now, then our slavery will last, I guess, forever, man. Because once again, the next generations, they will never know what freedom is all about. They will never know what it is to play outside, with other children. They will never know about this stuff, Because technology is a good thing, but unfortunately, in the age that we're living right now, it's going to be our demise as well. That is the truth. I believe. I may be wrong about this. I'm no guru, man. I'm just watching shit. I'm taking a look at information, interpreting information, and coming to the conclusions. And unfortunately, that's everything that I see. That is what I see here. I don't see nothing good. Because once again, when you start to understand that they pull this shit off, they shut down the world economy, man. That never happened in world history, man. When they can pull this shit off, they can pull anything off. And that's the message that I will leave to you. And now I'm going to kill the stream, and maybe I'll be back and talk about some other stuff. So I'm the Coin, and I'm out.